Now, many foreign tourists come to Japan and enjoy our culture, and our government try to make Japan a great tourism country. But to be honest, we are flooded by many problems. You may say foreign tourists will destroy Japan. Today, I will talk about the reason why. Meshida jokes about Japan. What is an inbound nation? The Japanese government aimed to become a tourism powerhouse and welcome as many foreign visitors as possible. However, tourism is said to be a measure used by developing countries to stimulate economic growth. The Japanese government has boldly stated that it will increase the number of people involved in the tourism industry. Here are the top 10 countries that rely heavily on employment in the tourism industry. This will attract foreign investment, and much of the inbound profit will go to the outside world instead of the local market. Japan will become a colony of foreign companies, especially for the US and in the future maybe China. Japan will be the most popular Africa in Asia. Inbound will not support the Japanese economy. The Japanese government claims to make inbound tourism as a cornerstone of the economy. In reality, prior to COVID, Japan's tourism industry is only accounted for 2% of GDP. Additionally, the ratio of inbound to domestic consumption is around 1.5%. This is about the same as the percentage of Christianity in Japan. In comparison, the idea that inbound tourism business will become the cornerstone of the Japanese economy is as unrealistic as the idea of Christianity becoming a pillar of Japanese religion. This means that the only thing that they are common is their virginity rate. The truth about record inbound spending. In 2023, inbound spending was projected to increase by 9.9% compared to 2019, reaching a record high of 5.3 trillion yen. However, since Japanese domestic use is 21.8 trillion yen, inbound consumption takes 23% of total tourism expenditures in Japan. Japanese domestic travelers are spending overwhelmingly more on tourism than inbound spending. Moreover, domestic consumption is 0.2% lower than in 2019. Also, the weak yen has brought many foreigners to Japan. Japanese citizens are now facing financial problems to some extent that they can no longer afford domestic travel. Could Japan be turning into just a tourism Disneyland while all Japanese will be slaves working in the dreamland? Increase in non-regular employment. Japan's current tourism industry certainly generates many job opportunities. However, most of them are non-regular workers with low wages. According to the Ministry of Internal Affairs and Communications, the percentage of non-regular workers in the lodging industry is 54%. Furthermore, the average wage in the lodging and food service industry is 2,574,000 yen, the lowest among all industries. The more foreign tourists come to Japan, the more non-regular low-wage workers there will be. Worst of all, there is no tipping culture in Japan, and yet there is a well-known saying in Japan that the customer is God. For Japanese people working in the tourism industry, foreign visitors to Japan are like gods, but the same as an actual god. No matter how hard we work for them, they do not give us tips. It is very unfortunate for Japanese people, but the only job in the tourism industry where they can earn money as a non-regular employee will be in the sex industry. If the Japanese government continues with this foolish policy, Japan will soon become a cheap red light district for foreigners like a national flag. Tourism pollution. Many foreign tourists visit to Kyoto, especially its streets and famous pagoda. It is always flooded by tourists, causing traffic congestion, noise problems, and the destruction of valuable cultural properties. Some people are moving out of Kyoto and Osaka to the countryside because they can no longer live in peace. Kyoto will be transformed from traditional Japanese town to a town for foreigners, or into Chinese town, like Nishikawaguchi in Saitama. Also, inbound demand has increased the demand for land, and gentrification is becoming an issue. Already, hotels and other places are increasing in price, making it impossible for Japanese people to stay there. In the near future, all attractive places in Japan will be owned by foreigners, and the unit price will rise, and the poor Japanese will not be able to access them, like Niseko in Hokkaido. The problem of garbage in tourist areas also worries the local people. Japan has very few trash cans outside, so there is a lot of littering. Perhaps the reason why the Japanese government is not seriously addressing this problem now. They know that in the near future, when Japan becomes poor and the number of homeless people increases, the homeless people will pick up trash to earn money. This is because the homeless volunteer workers will pick up the trash thrown away by the foreigners and clean it up. They will clean up the garbage. Listen, foreigners, if you come to Japan, please use a lot of money and save local poor Japanese. Please book my stand-up comedy show and not only pay the ticket fee, give me tips too.
Meshida!
Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'm organizing my solo stand-up comedy show in Tokyo. If you are interested in that, please check out the link below. So see you soon. Bye bye!